Welcome back, it's season 3, Beyond Business, come ride with me. Nick Freno in the house, sharing stories that inspire. From every walk of life, we're lighting that fire. Lessons learned, journeys shared, good vibes and laughs, we're fully prepared. Brought to you by Buick Real Estate. Let's dive deep, it's gonna be great. From the ups and downs, we rise and grind. Every guest has a tale, every tale is a find. Exploring the wisdom that life has to give. Together we grow, that's how we live. Lessons learned, journeys shared, good vibes and laughs, we're fully prepared. Brought to you by Buick Real Estate. Let's dive deep, it's gonna be great. So grab a seat, don't miss the ride. Beyond Business with Nick, let's take it in stride. Join the conversation, let's make it last. With stories and insights, we're having a blast.
Before we dive into today's episode, I want to take a moment to express a heartfelt gratitude to our incredible sponsors. A huge thank you to Season 3 sponsor, Buick Commercial Real Estate. The team that Tim has built is a driving force behind Season 3 of Beyond Business. If you're looking for expert guidance in commercial real estate throughout Central Illinois, Tim Buick and Cole Babcock are the professionals you can trust. Their dedication to helping clients navigate the commercial property landscape is truly unmatched. I also want to give a shout out to the show sponsor, Clean Cut Painting and Handyman. If you're in the need of a reliable painting or handyman service, they're your go-to team for quality work and exceptional service. And Oakwood Screen Printing, whether you're looking for custom apparel or promotional products, they specialize in bringing your ideas to life with top-notch screen printing. Use promo code BB217 for 15% off online or in stores. Thank you again to Buick Commercial Real Estate, Clean Cut Painting and Handyman, and Oakwood Screen Printing for your support of Beyond Business. Now let's jump into today's conversation with yet another professional fighter making his way to the Beyond Business studio to sit down with me and see what he does when he's not focusing on destroying other humans. I think you guys are going to find this guest very interesting. I have literally known him his whole life. Even though we haven't kept in touch that long, you guys are going to really like this guy. If you don't already know him, and even if you do, a really genuine gentleman, enjoy this. Welcome, Mr. Quartus Stitt.
Yeah, you don't have no rewinds, but you can always flip the tape over.
No question. No question.
Yeah,
You know, but the truth is, we can't undo shit, right?
that is true.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
But, hey, man, I appreciate you taking the time to join me, man.
No, absolutely. I've been looking forward to it.
So the whole deal, I think, is everybody just has a story, man. You know what I'm saying? No matter, I had a guy on here the other day that's 19, and in my mind, I go, you really can't have a story. Like he hadn't been through any like hard times, really. He had a pretty good life. So it's like
Living at home, parents.
Yeah. Bro, he blew me away.
Yeah.
So I say that to go, I know for sure, I knew coming in if I could get you in here, dude, you still are chasing a great dream. But
I don't know how many stories I have.
I know.
So
let's just go back. You are from Decatur.
Originally, yep, Decatur. Went to school, Argento, Oriana.
Yeah. You were a high school athlete. Pull that mic up a little bit. Just swing it towards you. Yeah. A little bit more. All right. And what sports did you play in high school?
Everything that they put me in.
Did you wrestle?
Yeah, wrestling, football, I tried basketball, sucked at that.
When you said everything they put you in, who's they? The school or your
Yeah,
parents?
it was school. They were always pushing me to do sports.
That's just kind of a small town school.
And it was also like, you might as well be playing sports.
Yeah.
Ain't nothing else to do. Play sports and drink beer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
country stuff.
right. So, did you like school, high school?
Um,
Like, do you
yeah, I know, absolutely, I did. It was growing up in Argentina. It was actually, even though it was a small school, it was like a small little knit of everybody coming together. It's like everybody knew everybody from
what year were you graduating? I mean, I don't,
2005.
okay.
So I graduated 05.
So, how old are you?
38. I think.
Okay.
Yeah, 38.
So, them are still looking back. Them are your people.
Yeah, absolutely. And I still reach out to, a few of the guys that I did play football with.
Yeah.
And the guys that we did kind of try to make that state run. And, but we all follow each other on social media. So it's.
Oh, yeah, that makes it easy to
It
keep
is.
in touch.
It is. And, everybody could see everybody's kids and how life is progressing for them. So
Yeah.
it's good to see that everybody's doing well. And
So, what era in your life did you start getting into, I don't know, was it Taekwondo or kickboxing or what part of, or what form of martial arts did you?
it really, I think it started when my mom put me and my brother in Taekwondo.
Okay.
And
Oh, when you were young.
yeah, it was like, I think our sensei was Earl Taylor back then. I don't know if you know him.
Oh, that was back in the day,
In the
dude.
day, yeah. So
Like Fairview Plaza, Earl
there you
Taylor?
go. Yeah, yep.
Wow,
Yeah,
dude.
yeah. So, I started out doing a little Taekwondo.
Okay.
But it didn't really stick. It was just something to do.
That was more discipline.
More
Right?
so, yeah.
I mean, that was his-
Absolutely.
yeah,
It was,
yeah.
more discipline. And it was, I think at that time, me and my brother were in private school. So it was just,
Something to do.
it made sense to keep the disciplinary action continued.
Yeah.
So we did Taekwondo. Like I say, it really didn't stick too much, but after Taekwondo, I progressed, obviously into high school sports. I actually played a little soccer too. Actually, I'm not gonna lie.
So when you say like Earl Taylor, that wasn't like going and competing. It was just training, just going to the school.
Just going to the school.
Okay.
yeah.
Okay.
Excuse me. I really never competed until high school.
Like
Well,
didn't compete in
elementary.
any sports.
Well, elementary school, soccer.
Yeah.
I played soccer.
Now, would you have played soccer over football in high school if they offered it?
No, but I would have played it though. I like.
Yeah.
Mike.
I think now because now it's different. Like they do, every school does offer it,
they do,
and
my,
it's an option.
it is. And my two kids, they play soccer,
My son plays soccer.
and they love it. So
Likewise. So it was weird because I spent several. I didn't push anything, but I did spend several years just like going, "What the fuck is going on here?" And then I said this on the last podcast, and then my son was excelling, right? And then it was like I became a soccer
Gotta
fan,
get behind
low key.
it, like, right,
and
right.
then all of a sudden, me and him are like watching the World Cup, and I'm like, "Fucking, I like that." Now I dig that shit.
it is. It's awesome. And
But-
my kid, he's a big Ronaldo fan.
Hell yeah! But when it's
I
all
like Messi though.
But when it's all said and done, dude, no matter what sport, I don't know if you watch the Olympics, but anybody who competes on a professional level at anything, if you get into it, it's pretty fucking amazing.
It is. It really is. And
Ping pong,
It is.
amazing.
dude,
I mean,
you gotta respect it. It's
yeah,
like,
hell yeah, you guys
wow.
are awesome. Yeah,
And it's crazy to do, professional boxing, kickboxing,
Yeah.
MMA.
yeah,
It's like people see the
yes,
same thing.
yes.
So it's.
And soccer's on its way. The more they start outlawing, the more injuries that are caused in football come to the light. You see how they're building soccer stadiums.
Yeah, and soccer's actually grown huge.
Huge. It's coming
It
because
is.
that's it. These football players are retiring and going, "Hey, I'm fucked up."
I,
They're dumping money into research and going, "Hey,
how can
How- yep.
I still can.
you see Brady retired and bought a soccer team."
Yeah, absolutely. Why not?
And then I think Mahomes just bought a women's professional soccer team. It's like, hey, yeah, you see it coming.
It
Do
is. It is.
Why not though?
And I actually got the chance when I lived in Florida to go to the U.S. Women Olympic soccer team. They
I
played.
bet it was amazing.
It was. Crowd was phenomenal.
You got to go to the Olympics, huh?
Yeah, it was in Miami. I forget the name of the stadium, but it was packed.
Oh, I bet.
Yeah, it was
People from probably all over the
all
world.
over the world. Yeah, it was
Yeah,
just
that's-
crazy just to be a part of the crowd.
What were you there in Miami for?
I lived out
Grant?
there. I lived out there for
Oh.
8 years. Yeah. It's another part of the story, you know.
Right.
Right. So, after I would say college and moving back home,
So where'd you go to school? Okay, high school ends, and you go to school where?
William Rainey Harper College in Palatine, Illinois.
And did you go on anything related? Did you go academics or sports, or you just paid your?
No, it was more so for sports. Basically, like a quick transfer to a JUCO.
Okay.
To go to the D1.
Okay, and play what?
Football,
Yeah.
wrestling. I mean, I even actually, I didn't go up there for wrestling, but just to stay in shape, I lived with 2 other guys that are part of the wrestling team.
Okay.
So they used to always drag me into the wrestling room after football season was over.
Oh, okay.
And one of the main coaches was Clay Guida. I don't know if you're familiar with him.
No.
He's a big MMA guy, owns a big gym
Okay.
in Chicago. Actually, I think he just either retired or just got let loose from the UFC. So,
Oh, he was doing it.
oh, he's been doing it for a while.
Okay.
He's like one of the faces of Illinois, the Chicago area. That's like he's like what Matt Hughes is to
I got
the
you.
southern part. So
Yep.
Clay Guida's been around for a while. So
Big time.
yeah. So afterwards, I end up fast forwarding it a little bit. I ended up training at his gym. Got in good with the coaches and stuff because I trained here for a while.
Right.
And throughout my career, I always kind of felt like there's always more out there.
Right.
So I traveled a lot.
But so you went to college. You still at this point hadn't. So you fight MMA or kickboxing, or what do you do right now? I mean, you've done Muay Thai. Haven't you done some of everything?
Whatever you want me to do.
That's what I'm saying, right?
Yeah, whatever you want. Yeah.
So you literally, if you're like, you've went overseas and went and fought Muay Thai in Thailand, and you've.
I wouldn't say I haven't been to Thailand.
Okay,
So typically,
I mean, do you go train jiu-jitsu and then go fight judo? And
well, yeah. When I lived in Florida, a lot of my coaches were Brazilian, so they taught Brazilian jiu-jitsu. So to have those guys come over from Brazil and be instructors here, it's like I don't need to go to Brazil. They're right here. They're our coaches. And
okay, so you learn it, and then
they're badass.
and then you accept to go anywhere to do any style of fighting, is what you're saying, or
So, so there's many. So that's the hands behind MMA, mixed martial arts. So you have so many different arts, and you put them all together.
oh, so you're saying MMA fighting is what you do,
Yeah, that's my structure.
right?
But a lot of people get it confused with UFC or
Right. UFC is a brand,
an organization.
Right.
Yes. All right.
right? MMA is a style, right? Which is a bunch of styles mixed together.
Mixed together.
Yeah.
So basically, growing up throughout my career, I did a lot of different styles. So I would go work out with wrestlers, or I would go train with jiu-jitsu guys, or
Yeah.
kickboxers, or world-class Muay Thai fighters.
Right.
So, excuse me, doing that.
So you would go train with people that you didn't specialize in what they did just to learn,
just to be specialized in it, yeah.
and they would understand that you're going, hey, you're going to kick my ass at this ish. Like you're like, I got an idea of what I'm doing.
I catch on quick. I catch on pretty quick.
Okay.
So, because I wrestle. And I think,
Okay. So you're like, I got the idea.
Yeah.
But you're only going to fuck me up like that once, and then I'm going to get you.
Yeah, basically. Yeah.
And that's the idea of doing it, is to teach each other by fucking each other up a little bit.
Yeah. We all have egos.
Okay.
Yeah, so, but more likely it's like, okay, so we're here to help each other. So I had a couple, so when I was training in Springfield, we had like so many guys. And like right now we got guys fighting in UFC and PFL, like bare knuckle, all over. So, and everybody brought a different style to the table.
Oh, yeah, because you never know until you get to the stage that you're on what the fuck is going to come out of the other side.
Right. And, we got 16 guys from all over the world. And, it's our coach, he wrestled in the Olympics. I'm pretty sure that he got like 5th or 6th.
Okay.
But it was never good enough. So he always needed 1 and 2. So out of 16 guys, we're looking at each other like, it's a lot of tough motherfuckers.
Right.
Right. It's like,
right.
After a while, he figures out, who's there to stay and who's there not to be there. So then, throughout the process, you kind of see what guys are good at, and you get to learn more so about who they are and what they bring to the table.
Right. So you moved to Miami for the fight game.
Primarily, yes, for the fight game.
Well, because that's where you could learn so much different shit without chasing anything, right?
Yeah, the fight game, and also my ex-wife.
Oh, and then she was already there. You met her there.
We both moved.
Oh, you moved together there.
Yeah, we moved together there.
Okay. Yeah.
Don't really know if I should be putting it out there because I really don't.
Right.
Publicize a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
Because more likely I do, social media and like, Facebook and advertising stuff, and it's all fighting stuff.
Yeah.
Plus my kids and, get the few likes. They're like, oh my God, your kids are so cute. But really, I really don't even post them as much.
Right. It's nobody's business, right?
Yeah, Facebook's just kind of funny nowadays.
It
social
is.
Media. It's like, but, I find myself scrolling on it numerous times throughout the day.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
But
yeah.
We moved down there.
Did you like it?
Yeah, I loved it.
Yeah.
Absolutely loved it. Like, we live like a mile away from the beach.
I was going to say it's paradise when it's paradise, I'm
was
sure.
Absolutely great.
And yeah, if it has everything you could want. How do you make money fighting as a freelance fighter? Is that kind of what it was?
No, okay, so basically, so in my situation currently, I have 2 managers. Typically, most guys will have a manager.
Or I meant when you moved down there originally. You're going down there going, I'm moving to Miami. Were you under a contract to fight then? Whenever, you know what I mean? Whenever.
No, actually, I wasn't.
Because you were young. You were a young dude, right?
Yeah, I had just came back in town, and Jason Reinhardt, Jeff DeVore, they're all downtown. So I was just like, man, that's a good group of people. Because once the gym in Springfield, once they closed down, everybody was looking for a place to kind of where they're gonna go.
Yeah.
So I came back here, started teaching. Then I had 2 big fights coming up. One was a fight in Chicago for Glory. Oh, excuse me.
Me too.
So one was a fight in Chicago for Glory. It was televised. It's basically like the world's best kickboxers.
Okay.
And they travel all over the world, and they just happen to be in Chicago. So it's kind of like, with the fighting, it's like buying your way in.
Okay.
To a certain extent. So they look at, like, say, for instance, I got 4 good people from Illinois. He's down south, he's on the west. I got another guy in Chicago, another guy in Chicago. These guys are going to sell tickets because they know people.
Right.
So that's going to generate revenue. So it's easier for me to come to your city and ask the top gyms, like, hey, who's your top fighters? Okay, I got this guy. He's ready. He has a big following. So
I got you.
So it was a good opportunity for me too at the time because I had just came back and I just went out to Philadelphia with a few guys. We kind of shot a documentary and tried out for a TV show. And
So the more you could move around, it only made sense.
and it's better. So and
Yeah.
I didn't have nothing going on. I didn't have no kids. Fighting basically was my main thing because I was getting sponsors and I was fighting pretty consistently too.
Right.
So
Did you ever have the opportunity to try out for that the show that was on Spike? Did you?
I did. And it's basically.
I mean, I'm sure there's a shit ton of people that tried out for it.
Shit ton.
Oh, I can
So
only imagine.
many. So it's like you got to come out there with a gimmick. And
Oh,
if you
yeah.
don't have a gimmick, then you got to know somebody.
Yeah.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
gotta
it's American Idol for fighters, dude. There's
basically.
a fucking million dudes that are.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
I had a few buddies that actually.
But season
fought on
one
the
was
show.
amazing. That's why that Forrest Whitaker and Stephen.
Stephen Bonner,
That
Forrest
was
Griffin.
that
Yeah.
fight was epic, dude.
That's what set, I guess, the whole
Yeah.
opportunity for.
That made everyone that ever fought start trying out. So it's on.
So my last fight actually coming off of having two kids and mildly working out was for Dana White Contender Series. So basically, the winner would basically fill into that TV show spot. It was unfortunately it didn't go my way, but it was a pretty tough fight coming off the couch in 2 years and getting in shape for a kid that had double the amount of fights. I mean, no excuses, because I was looking for somebody to fight myself.
Right.
Because I'm just like, all right, Daddy Day carrying it up.
Right.
Am I going to fight again? And normally I would have to fly back here to fight. The opportunity presented itself to fight down there. For the Dana White Ultimate or the Contender Series. And one of the special guests was, Matt Serra.
Yeah.
I don't know if you remember him, but he was part of the show too.
Yeah.
The Ultimate Fighter. So it was a pretty cool experience being able to still be able to, I guess, say compete at the highest level.
Yeah.
Because coming off the couch. I wouldn't say coming off the couch. I was still working out. I was
Right.
swimming and doing a bunch of stuff that I needed to do, but I wasn't vigorously training, And
So what do you do these days?
a lot.
What's the plan?
Still,
Is there a plan?
there is a plan. There's a plan.
All right. What is it?
Well, I would like to fight at least until I'm 40. At least feel like I got a couple more years in me. But
How many fights happens in a couple years?
now, like 0 or 1. Not even fuck. It's like, fuck, dude. They're growing me old, man. They're like, look, I got grays now, man. Like,
I mean, what? So you'll fight two more times?
fuck, I hope not. Do
you want to? Are you training to fight?
It's okay. So I'm always training. Martial arts. That's another thing that I think people don't understand.
I mean, even when you're not fighting anymore, you'll keep training forever,
That's the
right?
difference. Yeah. That's the difference between fighting and martial arts. And I always feel like a martial arts is always training an art. They're always consistently trying to train art. As to like opposed to a fighter, they get a phone call or they get a contract, then they're trying to fight. But as a martial artist, I mean, I feel like I don't need really. Well, obviously you do need time to train and preparation, but I feel like with the martial arts way, it's like you're always ready.
Yeah. Striking more maybe, but the art is still
the
training.
art of being ready and being.
Yeah, I get it. I
Yeah,
understand.
so
what you mean.
it's mind preparation, it's nutrition, it's sleep. It's
You try to stay there.
It's hard because you
Right.
got work, you got kids, and
Life.
yeah. So it was and then competition. Right now I'm trying to find a fight. Actually, if I can pull out my phone and show you that.
Well, how does that work? You just look out there and start calling people out?
So I got.
Hey, Ron.
Basically,
Bro, I got a guy, bro.
Look, man, look.
I got a guy that will beat your ass.
Look,
No,
so, no, look, he was a referee in a fight that I did. It was like so. After that fight,
you know Aaron, right?
yeah.
Okay.
No, I know him well.
Okay.
I know him real well. He's a good friend. I'm excited to see him in Maxie.
Yeah, he
You gonna
is
be
too. Oh yeah.
All right, so
If not, I'll be there in spirit.
So what's your prediction?
He is. Come on, man.
He's great, man. Honestly, I respect him. I take mine
Look,
out to
he
him.
had me. I was crying in here, dude. He had me laughing so hard.
He's good for TV. He's good
I
for
said,
entertainment,
what are you weighing in at? He said, man, I'm at like 185. I was like,
man.
I said, Jordan's hand is the size of this laptop, dude.
Yeah.
Come on, man. And he says, Dad, he said, I'm going to be at Scoville Zoo
I was gonna say he'd be doing a lot of stuff
every
with him.
Tuesday until the fight training against hippos.
And then he'd be doing.
You got to be kidding.
Hey,
George said, I'm going to make that ring seem so small, bro.
and it's good though. I mean.
They love each other,
Exactly.
so it's going to be
They're
funny.
good friends. Yeah. It's all a good. It's all good fun.
Yeah.
And that's that's what Decatur I think feel like it needs is.
You know how I don't know if you know, but so Rodney at his restaurant has on Wednesday night.
Yeah, karaoke.
He has karaoke. So
Yeah.
So
Every Wednesday.
yeah, Aaron put up last night. I'm going to go in and sing a diss track, and Jordan put on there. I'm going to go in there and sing "I'm in love with a stripper." Because Aaron does the stripper thing. they go. They're hype. It's great, dude.
It is.
It's fucking hilarious. It is.
So when you wake up, you never know what you're gonna.
Yes, like
stroll into.
seriously, I fucking love it, dude.
Yeah, I think it's good. I think
They're
regardless,
good sports about it. Too.
It is, and they kind of draw. They get the attention. They draw the crowd, and like I said, it's good for Decatur. It's good.
It is. It's just good fun. It's
Yeah,
good
good
for
support.
people to be reminded that they can have fun. God
Yeah,
damn, stop being so serious.
Yeah, exactly.
Sensitive ass motherfucker.
Yeah, all the.
So if you fight, where will it be? It's like it's not going to be like something that it'll be wherever you fly to go fight.
Yeah, I don't get the luxury of fighting close to home. Although, I'm trying to get on the show here in Iowa, in the Quad Cities. I'm just waiting on the guy to confirm.
But how does it go? How does it? You just get a hold of like a promoter or you have a manager still that does that shit, or it's like nah these days.
Both.
Right.
But it's like I don't have the time to, so I'd rather just negotiate.
At this point, is it even for a prize, or is it just to do it? A little something, something.
Both.
Yeah.
I think for me, I still have some personal goals that I want to finish out.
What?
Within the fighting.
What are they?
I'm almost close. I think I'm a few fights away from the 50 mark fight.
Oh, okay.
So I wanted out of my career, I wanted to at least fight 100 times.
Okay.
Back when I was fighting like 5 or 6 times a year.
Yeah.
But that's slowed down. So I'm right at the 50 mark.
So have you
maybe win a few more world titles?
Oh, you've won world titles?
Amateur world titles, yep. So currently I'm trying to find professional titles and people that have belts that I can take from them, basically.
Oh, that's kind of what you scope out?
Well, that's what it's always been about.
Oh, you find them and say, now let's see if he wants to fight.
Yeah.
You're like, I don't want just going to find someone that wants to fight. That's stupid.
After a while, why? You're wasting my time.
Oh, right. Take a chance on even losing to just some random ass dude.
I want to fight somebody that's...
Something's on the line.
Exactly. But then it also comes with a price because then everybody's going to fight you too.
Right.
So I guess when I was an amateur, before I left, I had 5 titles. And Jason, I had his title. I had Jeff DeVore's. There's Tim Ficker's. There was a mercenary promotion show. I had 2 belts. So I often found myself fighting 170, which is my weight class, and I was going up to 185. So,
But it's the same thing. If you go to get someone's belt, they can also take both of yours, right? But if you win, you can take theirs and have two.
it depends. It's always easy to go there to try to take theirs because, unless it's negotiated.
Oh yeah, you're not putting one up that's not in the
Nah,
class you're
nah,
fighting.
I'm
Right.
taking yours. But
Right.
there was. I did a show when I was an amateur. It was for like the Midwest champion of the Midwest, and it was for like another belt. It was like two belts, but it was like up for grabs.
Okay, yeah.
So it was like kind of a negotiated deal where,
Let's put our shit up.
yeah. But originally it was my buddy. He was fighting the guy Matt Righthouse. And Bellator. I don't know if you're ever familiar with Bellator. It was in St. Louis.
Yeah.
He had to basically pay his way on the show. And my coach at the time, Tim Fickers, was like, well, if you want my buddy, I got another guy. He wants to fight for the belt. I'm just like, I don't know if I'm ready. But no, that's one thing that Tim did. He did push me a lot. So I ended up going down there, suffering a loss. From a guy named Lance Benoit. He's a really tough kid.
Right.
But it just basically solidified what I did and so on and so forth. Because he was ranked number 1 and I was ranked number 2 as an amateur. So we ended up fighting and I lost. And then he went to the UFC immediately after. I stayed and hung around just to get some more experience.
Right.
So I was number 1 for a while. And I traveled.
Right. He clearly wasn't a scrub.
No.
Right.
Fuck no, he was not.
Right.
Dude, I think that was like one of my toughest amateur fights. And it was in Rolla, Missouri. I'll never forget it. And after the fight, I'm like, I go back the next day, like, my nose is broke, ribs is broke. I was just like, it was a miserable ride home.
You felt like you got beat up?
I did.
Yeah.
It was tough. Well, my buddy's like, no, dude, you didn't get beat up. That was a badass fight. I'm like,
You're
dude,
like, no, I feel it, bro.
I feel it. Yeah.
So have you ever had a, like you had to have any like surgery type bad, like you got to take no training for a year type?
Close. I dislocated my ankle. That put me out a while.
Anything that made you have to go down the hole of like getting hooked on pain meds or anything like that?
No.
Have you seen it a lot in your?
You do actually, it goes from not even painkillers too, ibuprofen and like Tylenol. I've seen guys like
Got to take it.
just to keep going, and I'm just like, me personally, I never over the counter medicine is not really my style.
Yeah.
And actually, one of my sponsors, he's a holistic doctor. And we believe, and he believes in a lot of natural, organic, and herbs, and
Anything you
spices
take,
like that.
you need. Eventually, your body needs,
It does,
or it makes you stop producing something.
absolutely.
Yeah.
It's like you haven't got to reverse.
Yeah.
Reverse.
Ibuprofen does work great for a minute.
It does.
I mean, but yeah, then
it works great. It
but
works
then,
wonders.
Yeah.
No, like because earlier.
I think that's what's scary, though.
It is, and I remember when I lived in.
That's also probably what heroin does.
Yeah, fucking keep going.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
no, absolutely.
I mean, God,
it's like fuck.
Yeah.
No, yeah, it's like you got to keep going.
Yeah.
And it's like
holistic medicine. That's cool.
Yeah.
That's actually a great approach. Probably a good contributor if you have stayed healthy.
And yeah, absolutely.
You do like yoga and shit like that?
So back that's what I was saying. Back whenever I had nothing to do but train for fighting. We would do, cause, I worked out with a lot of different people. I worked out with Jordan. I worked out with Britt. I worked out with Rodney. I worked out with a lot of different people. And I never forget when me and Britt worked out. We would do our strength training in the morning. We would do yoga, hot yoga at night, and then we were in the pool. It was just so much that we were just doing. Just
stay moving.
Stay moving. Keep your body in motion. Even like the active recovery was still very much active.
Yeah.
But after a while, once you kind of just start chilling, it's like almost kind of hard to get back in the groove if you're not really in tune or really like, let's say, an amateur versus a professional.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
It's tough. No, it really is. It's tough because, you know, obviously to be the best in the world, you got to train multiple times a day. You got to consume that shit. You got to live it, eat it, sleep it.
Right. Well, and listening to your bodies, I think that's where a lot of people get stuck on. They go, man, instead of, taking that time to heal, or you can heal in motion a different way. But you know what I mean?
Yeah,
they go, let me and work through it. It's like, well, no.
Dumbass.
You need
No.
go swim instead of doing more heavy reps.
Right.
You fucking idiot.
No, really.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
But that's, I guess what they
But there's
say.
doctors were to blame for several years because they literally would hand out anything you wanted.
Right. Oh, absolutely. What do you need? Write the script. There you
Oxy.
go. Yeah, and then and especially at that level.
Yeah.
Especially,
yeah.
Those guys are hurt.
Yeah.
And then next thing you know, they're turning back around and fight again.
Yeah.
They're fighting.
Yeah. Most
times.
gyms had doctors. They would just say, "Go to this doctor."
Right. Yeah. We had a team chiropractor.
Yeah, I was going to say, I'm sure you heard him. Go see him,
Right,
man.
Yeah.
Well, good for you.
No, yeah.
I mean, I'm sure you see. Yeah, like I said, you see. There's always the option to be pain free.
It is that too. Like I that's another thing. I never would. It never tempted me to go down that route. And I've been around the different gyms, and that's another quick recovery for those guys. Is hey, stick me in the butt, stick me in the arm, stick me in the leg. Recovery's faster.
Oh yeah,
a lot faster.
Yeah,
but
none of that for you.
No,
really?
Yeah, I always felt good.
I wasn't even gonna go there, but are you fucking kidding me?
Yeah,
never.
No, like, dude, the best thing is probably like a good protein, a good way, and I always feel like your body's kind of like a machine over time, and I feel like the more you eat, the healthier you eat.
Oh, you're right.
No, I never
No
did.
test replacement, no nothing.
No, man, that's what somebody else is telling me.
You need to go on, bro. You're gonna
I probably should.
Go,
probably
you should,
age,
and then before that next fight, then you'll probably be
feel the difference. Yeah, no,
it's not cheating if it's low. There's even natural ways to boost it. It's probably time though, because that shit gets low after 35. Man.
No, yeah, and you got guys that might like try natural testosterone or natural test.
Not me. I would take synthetic.
Yeah.
Test 500,
like
3 milliliters.
Dude, that stuff floats
right in
around.
the ass.
That stuff floats around. Dude, it's crazy. It's crazy to
and you're gonna be like, I'm gonna be like, what am I supposed to do with this?
Look, I'm not gonna say names though.
Hide.
I got a guy.
What the fuck is going on? You're like, that was fun for a minute.
Dude, look, I can tell you some stories. I had a guy, I can't mention his name because he's watching, but this fucker, he made it himself. Whatever yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. And then his thing was he would get on fighters. I'm like, hey, you want to be bigger? You want to be stronger? You want to be faster?
Oh gosh.
Dude, and did
it work?
For a lot of people, I never did, but like a couple of my buddies, they felt like it worked.
Well, you know if it did.
My buddy thinks it did, but I was always whipping his ass anyway.
Dude.
So it don't matter. But it actually did, because he was. It would cut him down. I think was it Trim?
Oh yeah, Trin.
Yeah. Then he'd be cramping and crying and stuff.
I want to take a moment to highlight our incredible Season 3 sponsor, Buick Commercial Real Estate. If you're in the market for commercial properties in Central Illinois, look no further than Buick Commercial Real Estate. With a dedicated team led by Tim Buick and Cole Babcock, they bring unparalleled expertise and a deep understanding of the local market to meet your commercial real estate needs. Whether you're looking to buy, sell, or lease, or invest, Tim and Cole are committed to providing personalized service and guidance every step of the way. Their passion for helping clients navigate the complexities of commercial real estate sets them apart in the industry. So if you're ready to take your business to the next level or find that perfect commercial space, reach out to Viewick Commercial Real Estate. You can find them on all social media platforms at viewigcommercialrealestate.com or give them a call at 217-450-8500. Trust me, you'll be in great hands. And thank you to Tim and Cole for your unwavering support of the show. Hey, if you're in the market for custom apparel, look no further than Oakwood Screen Printing. This apparel company specializes in all things apparel, offering high-quality designs on everything from T-shirts to hoodies to hats to joggers to jackets to towels to bags to wall art to mugs to tumblers to stickers to you name it, all that. Whether you're promoting your business, celebrating a special event, or just want to express your unique style, Oakwood Screen Printing has you covered. What sets them apart is their attention to detail and commitment to customer satisfaction. If you use promo code BB217, that's right, BB for Beyond Business, 217 at checkout, you'll receive an additional 15% off online or in store. So that means ditch the custom ink link. Order from Oakwood Screen Printing no matter where you're at in the world. OakwoodScreenPrinting.com. Use code BB217 for an additional 15% off. So if you want to make a statement with your apparel, bam, Oakwood Screen Printing today. You won't be disappointed. Hook yourself up. If you're looking to refresh your space or tackle that long-awaited project, this company's here to help. Clean Cut Painting and Handyman specializes in a wide range of services from stunning interior and exterior painting to small construction projects, room remodels, deck staining, and flooring. They truly have the expertise to transform your home into the beautiful sanctuary you've always dreamed of, or just knock out a few of them small projects you keep putting off. And guess what? They have some fantastic promotions running through March. If you book any interior painting project for March or April dates, you receive 15% off. A perfect time to give your home a fresh new look just in time for spring. Or if you're thinking about sprucing up the outside, they got you covered there too. You can enjoy 10% off any exterior painting projects under $5,000. But if you're trying to go a little bit bigger than that, get some heavy lifting done, anything over $5,000, they'll knock $1,000 off of. $1,000 off. So whether you want to enhance your home's curb appeal or make the interior pop, Clean Cut Painting and Handyman has you covered. Visit their website, cleancutservice.com, or call them and take advantage of these amazing offers. Remember, when you choose Clean Cut, you're not just getting top-notch service, you're also supporting a company that empowers women in the industry. Let's get it. Dude.
Yeah, man, it's crazy. Like, yeah. But no, going back to what I was saying, I have.
Well, good for you though for not doing that either. That's I take my hat.
No
off.
way.
Oh, see, now I definitely
do
dabble
it,
in that shit,
man.
Fucking,
But the thing is, it's like I would not want to like even with the guys that are doing because they say the injectables and do all that stuff. Dude, I could not.
Okay.
I could not.
Some people can't.
Nah,
yeah,
dude, I cannot be sticking myself in the butt all the time, or the arm or leg. No way.
Yeah, I feel you. I mean, no,
That's what he was always saying. Like, dude, he's like, you know what you could become. I'm like,
yeah,
no, I'm okay.
I definitely just assumed because you kind of look like you could fucking maybe be
I got good
a wide of defensive back for the Bengals
or a bodybuilder.
Yeah,
I walk into the gym, bodybuilder guy's like, hey man, you ever thought about bodybuilding? I'm like, no, because I know what that comes with.
I'm going to go do my version of it for 40 minutes right now.
I'm done. I'm not going to stick around for that long. Oh, man. So I have two managers. One managed MMA, and then also one managed bare knuckle boxing. So during COVID, I switched over to bare knuckle boxing. Yeah, don't ask me how or why.
Is that legit? Just fighting, but no kicking.
No kicking. And most times it turns into a scrap. But now you see that guys are figuring out how to work that art, because you really it was like they look at it like it's more barbaric than MMA, and
because you have to stand up and punch each other.
yeah, and it goes quick. Like
You're knocking each other out,
getting cut.
Yeah,
he told me like you're just
you
like,
pretty good with your hands.
I'm fair.
I mean, are you better with your hands than you are if you have to lock up? Or are you like, I'd rather have to get in?
I mean, personally, it's just natural for me to get in and do what I do.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like, I always feel like in wrestling or any sport in MMA, if I get a hold of you, then I'm going to do whatever I want.
Right.
There's no stopping. There's
Right.
no way, no how.
But you're like, either way, let's stand up anyway, bare hand. What the fuck? That's insane, though. You should have to be extremely fucking confident to be like, no padding, let's go.
But, being in close to 50 fights, it's like,
Yeah, I definitely know what I'm doing with my hands.
yeah, I should, or I shouldn't be
Yeah,
there.
fair enough. Yeah. I mean, I'm not
There's
fucked
there's
up.
some fucking people that should not be in there, motherfucker. I'm like,
Oh, so you're saying there's a
Like-
pretty good chance that I'm going to get someone who shouldn't be on the other side of this
Damn right.
fucking ring.
there's going to be quite a few.
And if you happen to land there, baby, I'm going to give you a reason not to come back.
Dude, like they have the,
But there's also a chance that
you might go ahead and
show you why you fucking picked the wrong day.
Exactly. It's crazy, dude. That it is.
That's fun, probably a little bit.
It is fun. It's intense. So I'm not gonna lie. The bare knuckle, the boxing, like I said, it's quick, it's easy, and then I think that's why, and they pay more too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Because everybody wants to see a knockout. They don't want to see the hugging and laying and praying the ground.
Yeah,
and
this is
pound.
true.
This
This is
just
true.
Quick knockout.
I mean, I like you. I do now like you, but I can vividly remember. I mean, it's taken me up until probably maybe 10 years ago. I
So
started
about 6 or
liking
7
to
years
watch
ago.
it.
Yeah.
But up until then, it was like, fuck, man.
Because wrestling was a big part of.
Remember Gracie back in the day? It was like,
Yeah,
fuck
jiu-jitsu.
watching this bullshit. He's just gonna
Take him to
do
the
his
ground
thing
and lay on.
Yeah,
and
he's gonna win. Of course, this sucks. Yeah.
everybody stand him up.
Yeah.
Boo, they pay to see the
Yeah.
knockout. So
That's why I used to pay $100 to watch Tyson for 35 seconds.
there you go. Yeah, right.
Shoot,
'Cause
shoot,
it
shoot,
was
boom.
good though.
Yes,
The
yeah.
best 30, yeah.
Hell
So,
yeah.
Absolutely. And that's what the people pay. They pay to see
Watch
that.
some ass
So,
kicking.
yeah, they want. That's
Yeah.
what they see.
So here's what's crazy. Back in the day, you were, if you were alive, I think it was before your time. They had tough man contests, bare knuckle at the state fair, bro.
Here?
Yes, Illinois State Fair. They put a wrestling ring, a fucking like the wrestling boxing ring. They put it like whatever they set up. When they have boxing matches. They put that at the state fair, and what is the building? It was one of the buildings.
Are you talking about the fairgrounds? Out there at the fairgrounds?
Yes, at the Springfield.
Okay, Springfield. Okay, yeah, I think I remember. I
So
remember.
and they packed the fucking place, and it was literally you sign up. And it wasn't like for days. It was like you fight, okay. Next people, you stick
sign
around
up,
because you're fighting again.
Yeah, I've
And
heard.
it ended it. Yeah,
I've heard of.
and I'm not even going to say the guy because he's around. Very polite guy. I remember him winning. He was
What?
fuck that. Mike Lees, really cool dude. If you seen him now, you would never even know it. But
That sounds familiar.
yeah, he's like a year older than me. But back in the day, he was like fucking beer, like rip a top off a beer can and drink it
One of
type
those
of guy.
just burly
And now
dudes.
you see him and it's like, hey, what's up, man? It's like, what the fuck?
Yeah. Most fighters are pretty chill, pretty cool.
Right. But he was just a badass redneck.
Yeah,
I don't even think it was one of those where anybody that was a disciplined fighter wanted no part of that bullshit. You know what I mean? It was like there was nobody that showed up in a gi or nothing like that. It was
I've
like,
heard about that.
yeah. It was like, get these fucking idiots
But
out of here.
I mean,
They did it for like $100.
Yeah, you ever do it? You ever join in?
I think I was like my parents got a babysitter so they could go
Just
watch
to go
it.
watch
type
it? Okay.
shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, yeah.
yeah.
Because I heard a few people like Jason. Did Jason fight in one of those tough man competitions?
Uh,
To Jeff DeVore?
no, oh, okay, no. So here's the deal. When there was one again, I was like 15, and there was the boat races. There was a boxing ring set up down by the lake, and Jeff DeVore, the DeVore Academy, was putting on kickboxing things. There was a big ass white dude they call Big John.
There you go. Okay, that's
Big
that's what I'm
fucking
thinking
7
about.
foot tall. Josh DeVore was like 14 or 15.
Okay.
Little Chico when he was little.
Yeah.
And he comes out fighting Big John. And Big John is like as a thug-ass white dude comes out to like nothing but a gangster party or whatever the fuck was that. Yeah. And Chico comes out just kind of like just to fucking, bow to his fucking
Right.
He's got like the baggy pants on and he gets to fucking jump in a roundhouse in this big motherfucker.
Yeah,
putting on a display.
he's a world-class athlete himself.
Dude.
Yeah.
Put on a fucking show. I didn't know any of them at the time. It was just like, holy shit. And I think it ended up being where Big John is like, I'm not doing this shit.
Hey, he's like, no, thank you.
Yeah, I'm not.
That's going to be a hard pass for me.
Oh, yeah. I'm 23. I don't even know what's going on. I feel like there's a bunch of people in here.
Like,
But the DeVore, I think they brought their own people to spar, and you know what I mean. It was one of those, or something to where it was a pretty cool show.
yeah, I was going to say, shout out to the Jeff DeVore Academy because
They did their thing for years, right?
yeah, and I was a part of that. I was a part of when they had the gym out. Actually, both places at the Old Family Video, and then out there on Route 36.
He brought so far everybody that's been in here that's had anything to do with fighting. He's had a huge part of or huge impact on.
Yeah, and one of the other things I was very thankful for, at that point in time, because Jason was doing the MMA shows, and DeVore was known for, just the kickboxing.
Yeah.
So my manager was in Charleston, but you know how sometimes we have fighters and like, oh, it's kind of like a territorial thing.
Yeah.
It's like, all right, well, this fighter's gonna fight on my show. He might sell me tickets.
Yeah.
Can't just let him go fighting wild on everybody else's show for free.
Right.
So, I just wanted to fight for everybody. I wanted everybody's belt.
Right.
Like I told you,
Right.
Like, hey, I want that guy's belt.
Yeah.
Belt. Hey, you got a guy? He got a belt. So that was
Everybody
that
was
was
cool.
my goal. Yeah. And then eventually, everybody was like, it was kind of cool. So it was kind of cool to see when DeVore started having the shows where it'd be like MMA, boxing, MMA, kickboxing.
Yeah.
It was kind of mixed up, so it was kind of cool.
Yeah. I remember Reinhardt doing one at the Masonic Temple. Yeah. And they used to do matches. They were doing them at Rodney's there too. For a bit, weren't they?
Yep. So and it's good to see the diversity.
For sure. And I don't know, and I think it's a lot of the, logistical stuff. I mean, it takes money to put into the stuff like that. There's a lot of behind the scenes stuff.
It really is.
Good fight cards are hard to come by.
It is, and then you got to deal with the state and then the commission and insurance.
Behind the scenes, man.
Yeah, it's hard to really promote. So that's another reason why I'm not fighting locally and
It's just
near
a
home.
lot of stuff.
It's a lot of promoters.
You just want to show up and fight.
Yeah, but they don't have the money to fork out to pay us to do that. So you think about it, you got, let's say, 9 pro fighters and clocking in at like maybe $5,000 a fighter or something with everything or whatever. Just say, just throwing out numbers. Then you have to, it's a lot of money to pay those guys. And then you might have to fly a guy in or.
Right.
Because you still got.
The closer you can get to a bigger area with a bigger population where you can have higher ticket prices with higher liquor sales. And
Miami, Florida, there you go. Yep, Atlanta.
It makes sense.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
So a lot of my fights, I generally travel. Actually, my last 3 fights were West Virginia Beach. I was out there. London, and Miami.
Okay.
So,
Hey, would you ever do a power slap?
fuck no.
Why not?
No
You
way.
couldn't handle smack?
Not for free.
That's not free?
Well, somebody has to go first.
Well, I mean, you just got to deliver the smack. You just got to win.
Yeah,
Just
I
like
know.
fighting.
Yeah, but sometimes when you land that shot, it doesn't always put that guy out.
Well, I mean, you have to win, just like anything.
Yeah.
Would you give it a shot?
No way.
No way.
No.
Have you
What
seen
would
it?
you? Would you do it?
No.
No way.
I've seen some tough-looking dudes get knocked
Dude.
the fuck out from that part of a motherfucker's hand on this part of her
On the
face,
face,
will
it-
get you,
it
baby.
will.
That
And-
jaw, that's tender. There's,
And so they also say the palm strikes are like some of the hardest
Exactly.
strikes you can do.
I was just gonna say, you've seen
Yeah.
it. Bam, that'll
Yeah,
get
hit
you,
a
baby.
palm shot somewhere.
Yeah,
Dude, no
I
way.
I watched a highlight reel of that, and I was like, oh,
Yeah,
some of them big girls are just. I mean,
it's like what would possess?
they said that Dana White said that has blown up quicker than the UFC.
Isn't he?
Yeah,
owner of that.
yeah.
he bought that out, didn't he?
He just started it. He went and seen it in Sweden
Okay.
and started his own version of it, and literally flew the people from Sweden over here to start it, and then started hiring people to come in and do it and putting up money on it. And
No,
he said it's bigger than UFC already.
no, that's like taking a free shot, though.
It's crazy.
It is. It's yeah.
I don't even know how. I mean, but they're selling out, and he said the whole reason behind it is. And I mean, if you were, I guess that's it. If you could sit there and just be like, "Oh shit,"
Yeah. Like,
oh,
that's what I'm saying.
and then here we go again. 10 seconds later,
No.
oh fuck,
No,
yeah, we'll take some drinks. Oh
absolutely
shit,
not. Like,
that's nonstop action. You know what I mean? You watch a fight, it's like, oh, they're fucking laying there again.
That's why
I'm gonna go piss.
right?
I mean, you go to a 10 fight card that there's 5 on the undercard, you're going to watch a lot of fucking dudes laying there. You go to a power slap,
Yeah,
you're going to see a shit ton of smacking. If you go piss, you missed 18 people get knocked out.
I know. I honestly, I don't know what they be thinking. It's like,
That is nuts. But, dude, watch a highlight reel of that, and it'll make you go, what
It's
in
crazy.
the actual? But so they put them by weight class. So they had like the heavyweights, and I mean there are some
Big
freaking
dudes.
giants,
Dude.
heavy hands smacking each
some of
other,
those guys got some
knocking them out
tough faces too.
for sure.
I don't know. This
But
one
when they
guy,
smack
but,
them back
it's
by the
like-
ear and they hit the pavement, it's like, oh,
it's
Jack.
out instantly.
And they got people there to catch them
Yeah.
by the arms.
It's
Put
like,
your
all
arm
right,
down.
all right. You got 10 seconds to stand back up. Yeah, right. Wake up. Like, get up, dude.
You lost.
Right. Man.
So how bad is that? If your body tells you that you lost, then you don't even get a chance.
Yeah, that's crazy. Like,
Wait, I don't get to hit him?
man, what?
Nah,
Like,
bro.
what
Your
happened,
body
right?
just said you're a bitch.
Yeah, this ain't slap for slap. You just got
Heads
knocked
or
out.
tails? Tails. You might not get to hit him back.
That's
Fuck.
it. That. See, my problem would be I probably would
And you don't control that spot.
slap and slip or something, or
For
Then
real.
next thing you know, he gets a free
There's
shot.
been people
and
miss,
I'm knocked
too.
out. Nah, yeah, no.
Yeah, you fuck around, just scrape him.
That's crazy though. It is.
I don't think there'd be such thing as one that didn't hurt.
It's like when I watch it,
Like
on
if you
my
go back
screen,
and forth 3 times, that'd be terrible. Oh, shit.
you see him, like,
Yeah.
face starting to bleed, air bleed, and you're just standing there taking
You
it.
got
I'm
finger
like, bro.
blisters.
Yeah. Anytime I'm scrolling and I see that on my phone and somebody gets knocked out, I laugh.
Yeah.
Like, dude, you're stupid.
You're
You're fucking
crazy.
stupid. I actually have one Facebook friend who I follow pretty close, and he seems like he's pretty good at that slap shit. I'm like,
You could
Dude,
do
you're
it. I
fucking
think
nuts.
you could do it for retirement.
fuck no.
Get one of them dummies and start smacking it and see if you get. Every once in a while, hold your hand over a candle and start callousing it up.
I do got big hands though for
saying.
fighting, like so I do have to
I
use
seen
like
that.
the
That's
extra
what made me
gloves,
say it. Like, man,
Yeah, so
maybe you should start callousing one up over a candle now and then.
keep it lit, keep it hot.
Yeah.
Man, no, I couldn't do it. I don't think I would. No.
So, other than what do you do for a living now?
Caterpillar.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Building tractors.
Yeah. Yeah. And so you also do security and shit?
Yeah, I do security. I teach.
Okay. I was just going to ask you that. So, do you teach martial arts? Like,
I do
self-defense, or what do you do?
Yeah, more like self-defense, martial arts. And then that just kind of goes into everything.
Okay.
So, because I feel like martial arts nowadays, people.
Is it private, or do you do it at a school?
I do it private. I'll do it private.
Yeah.
But I do have gyms. There's certain people I work with.
Okay.
More so people that it's not that are more, I would say, that advanced, that I can kind of jump right in.
Okay.
And they kind of know the flow of things, and it's kind of easy for me to kind of work with.
Okay. Well, you're saying that to say like you're not going in and working with kids or anything like that.
No, I do have a few gyms depending on what area that I would recommend.
Oh, okay.
One of my gyms is Paladine Combatives out of Springfield, is one of my sponsors.
Okay.
And the Pedigo Gym out of Bloomington is another one of my sponsors.
Okay.
There's some gyms here. I always tell people those are for like mixed martial arts, kickboxing, and jiu-jitsu.
Yeah.
If you want to do boxing, I always recommend Rodney's.
Yeah.
He has a good program down there.
Yeah, he does.
Good for the kids and good for women. Just good in shape and just.
Do you train at Rodney's ever?
Yeah, all the time. Like that's another thing is, whenever I say like being a martial artist, there's times where I was down there at the Skywalker for months, just working out with those guys, Martez, Jordan, just boxing or helping those guys get ready for a show.
Sure.
Because I might have a show coming up. So I might go down there and box with those guys a couple days a week. I might be in Springfield wrestling.
Help each other.
Yeah, so absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And it's always good to kind of help people
right
here, especially the athletes and the boxers and the wrestlers and the kickboxers. And it's hard. It's really hard to be successful in mixed martial arts and like try to establish a career if you're not in the right place.
Right.
Because it's like.
And would you say this isn't the right place? I mean, is that kind of what you're getting at?
Yeah.
Right. I mean, no, it is.
You could make it the right place, but it's.
You can make it the right place if you travel.
That's it. Yeah.
Yeah, it means it's not the right place.
Yeah.
I mean, you could. Sometimes it's okay to say you can train here, but you have to reach out and go where it's at to get what you want.
And typically, like whenever, especially if I have like a camp coming up or a big fight, then I kind of got to travel and bring in like different people, different kind of fighters, different kind of styles.
Right.
Guys that are gonna really put me in a situation.
Sure.
So.
No, and I mean that's no hate to the community. I mean, if you're a music artist, you can record your music here, but you can't just sell it here if you want to be famous.
No,
you got to push it.
No, absolutely. And
when
you say push it, it's like getting ready for my last fight. It's like, so I was doing 5-minute rounds. So every 2.5 minutes, I get a new guy.
Right.
So and it's not some guy that's just gonna look at me and be like, oh, okay, hey, here's a hug. No.
Right, someone trying to get that ass.
Yeah, so by the time you're in the second round and you got your fourth fresh guy, your coach is up your ass, and like it's the time to kind of push it.
Right.
But it's just it's got to travel a little bit.
Yeah.
You can really experience.
Push the limits.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, and I'm going to take a stab and say, if you lived in. I don't know, if you lived in St. Louis and you were getting ready for a fight, you would probably travel to get ready for a fight. You know what I mean? It's not just if you were in Decatur. It's you might travel somewhere to get a different look no matter what. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
You go somewhere bigger and to get Miami was a
Yeah,
great
absolutely.
look because of the diversity and the it was where you want it. So what's your plan looking ahead past you're going to fight 5 more times before you're 40 and then getting power slap?
40 sounds long.
No.
That sounds
No. Long-term plan, is there one yet? Or are you even looking at that? Do you have one? Just
long-term plan. Basically, continue to work. I'll probably be involved.
in fight game?
Yeah, and like
It's-
I
it's some
still
facet.
try to help out the guys here that are fighting. Like
There you go.
Brand, Heath Cox, Antonio.
Yeah.
Mark Anthony.
Love it.
And yeah, just kind of being like a big brother with sharing advice and tips and
Yeah.
stuff like that. And if I can help those guys out,
All right. So let's say right now you got one piece of advice that you could give to a young, and we're talking a kid that's in high school. He don't play baseball. He don't play basketball. He don't play football. He wants to be the next UFC, MMA, whatever. He wants to be that next guy. And you had one piece of advice to him on either how he should live his life, how he should treat mixed martial arts, how he should treat his parents, how he should treat his teachers, whatever you want to give. What would you say? Just in general.
first and foremost, I mean, one thing growing up, I always listened to my parents. I always respect my parents. So
Yeah.
and they always tell you the right thing, right from wrong. So I feel like that comes along with discipline. Being disciplined is something a lot of people lack. The discipline to get up at 6 o'clock in the morning, the discipline to eat the right food, being disciplined to get the right amount of sleep. But then when you're disciplined at it, you got to do it consistently too. The best advice that I could give personally is just stay consistent and stay focused, and always be patient, because a lot of times, sometimes people want things right now, or immediately, or they want quick results. But what's that old saying? Rome wasn't built in a day.
Yep.
So, I mean, it takes time, long hours, like lots of hours,
Yeah, that's great advice.
like even more hours than that.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
you know how many times I slept on the mat? Like, we used to bring our sleeping bags. Like, we'd go camp out with some guys in Carbondale, and they would give us the key to the gym. We weren't, we'll sleep. I got my sleeping bag, got my pillow, sleep on the mats. Wake up, put our shit on, train, go eat, hang out for the day. Like, you gotta live, eat, and breathe it. Because it's not gonna lie. The mat's not gonna lie. The gym court's not gonna lie. The football field's not gonna lie. It'll tell you if you've been putting in the work.
Yeah, the reps will always
It
pay
will.
off.
It will. It'll let you know what you're doing if you know what you're doing.
Yeah, it's real talk.
Really, it is, because like I'm not gonna get on there thinking I can wrestle and go wrestle somebody and get my ass kicked. Like, oh shit, well, I lied.
Right.
So it's always staying true to yourself and never giving up and just being patient.
Yeah, persistence and patience.
There you go.
Yeah, true
Persistent.
story.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that's yeah. It doesn't get any better than that. That's a good call.
Yeah, no.
I know you're a busy man. I appreciate you coming in, man.
No, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah,
I appreciate you having me, man.
Yeah. Well, good luck to you
Yeah,
and everything you got going
absolutely.
from here, and I'll be sure to follow you to see if you fight before you're 40.
Yeah, absolutely.
And we'll be following you on that power slap career.
Yeah, I might check it out. I might see if I can get somebody I can slap to sleep. God knows I don't want to be the one that just slap to sleep.
You need to if you
Dude,
don't get heads, then you
it's-
ain't doing it.
Yeah, absolutely. Dude, because you know what? I don't probably the close to being 50 fights I've been in. I've never been knocked out where they had to come in and bring the salt in and wake me up.
Oh, you never been woken up?
No. So I don't want to be woken up.
Oh, that'd be scary, dude.
It is.
Hey, thanks y'all for joining us on this episode. Hey, be kind to each other. We'll catch you on the next one. Hey, thanks, dude. If you're in the market for commercial properties in Central Illinois, look no further than Vuig Commercial Real Estate. With a dedicated team led by Tim Vuig and Cole Babcock, they bring unparalleled expertise and a deep understanding for the local market to meet your commercial real estate needs. Whether you're looking to buy, sell, lease, or invest, Tim and Cole are committed to providing personalized service and guidance every step of the way. Their passion for helping clients navigate the complexities of commercial real estate set them apart in the industry. So if you're ready to take your business to the next level or find that perfect commercial space, reach out to Vuig Commercial Real Estate. You can find them on all social media platforms at VuigRealEstate.com or give them a call at 450-8500. And trust me, you'll be in great hands. Hey, if you're in the market for custom apparel, look no further than Oakwood Screen Printing. This apparel company specializes in all things apparel, offering high-quality designs on everything from T-shirts to hoodies to hats to joggers to jackets to towels to bags to wall art to mugs to tumblers to stickers to you name it, all that. Whether you're promoting your business, celebrating a special event, or just want to express your unique style, Oakwood Screen Printing has you covered. What sets them apart is their attention to detail and commitment to customer satisfaction. If you use promo code BB217, that's right, BB for Beyond Business, 217 at checkout, you'll receive an additional 15% off online or in store. So that means ditch the custom ink link. Order from Oakwood Screen Printing no matter where you're at in the world. OakwoodScreenPrinting.com. Use code BB217 for an additional 15% off. So if you want to make a statement with your apparel, bam, Oakwood Screen Printing today. You won't be disappointed. Hook yourself up. Everyone, if you're looking to transform your home with a fresh coat of paint or need some handiwork done, look no further than Clean Cut Painting and Handyman. This incredible local company specializes in both interior and exterior painting, and they bring a unique touch to every project. What sets them apart is their women-centric approach, because they truly believe that a woman's eye for detail and design is invaluable. From basement remodels to floor replacement, accent walls, whatever, big, small, top to bottom, they got you covered. Clean Cut Painting and Handyman is your go-to for all home improvement needs. Their team is not just proficient, but also professional, ensuring that every job is done right. So if you want to elevate your space, reach out to Clean Cut Painting and Handyman today, and you'll be amazed at what they can do for you. They operate out of both Decatur and Springfield, Illinois, and you can find them on all social media platforms by searching Clean Cut Painting and Handyman or by going to their website at cleancutservice.com. Reach out today and get that service scheduled.
Journey shared, good vibes and laughs, we're fully prepared. Brought to you by Vuig Real Estate. Let's dive deep, it's gonna be great. So grab a seat, don't miss the ride. Beyond Business with Nick, let's take it in stride. Join the conversation, let's make it last. With stories and insights, we're having